We're gonna go. We
Boom,
on.
we going live, man. What's up, guys? This is Parlay with us, man. It's me, Mr. Bean. Stony Cook is here in the studio with me. We got Hustle Stacks. Hustle Stacks is in the airport, man. He's traveling today. He's not in his regular studio dwelling.
Right.
And soon we'll be have Sean Doe will be joining us. But yeah, man, this is a brand new shot from the studio. This is the second part of my little layout here, and my man Crook is in here. We about to do our thing. As y'all see on the title, man, this is a record-breaking combine weekend. We gonna give y'all that give y'all a little breakdown on the X-Men. I call him the X-Men because now he just put an X target right on his back. If you don't know what I mean, this kid's about to be, you know, Stack said it off air before we went live. Stack said that his draft prospect just went up, man.
Yep.
It just went up. You know what I mean? So, that's it's live. That was a live weekend. I watched a little bit more of the combine. McCarthy looked good too. His throws was
Yeah,
crisp, clean.
he coming up he climbing the charts as
He
well.
climbing the ladder. Even that kid, you mentioned what's that kid's name y'all mentioned? Rat Rattler.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler, yeah, he threw the ball well too.
He threw the ball well too. Like he looked pretty good during his workout. So
And the kid, the- May, he's looking good. Hartman, out of Notre Dame, he's one of those dark horses out there that show good things.
right,
Good arm,
right.
good mobility. So yeah, and Daniels, he's doing his thing. He's up there. Daniels,
Bo Bo
um,
Nix as well.
Bo Nix,
Go Knicks.
um,
Yep.
Bo Nix, man, don't sleep on him, man.
Yeah,
You know
man.
he,
They
he's
Yeah,
a,
they
yeah,
he's
yeah, Stoney, I agree with you. I agree with you.
he's out of
yo
that program. That program, man, they produce great quarterbacks, man. You know that got that body type, got that arm.
yep.
They like to throw it around.
Yeah.
So don't sleep on them, man. That's a nice pick to get in the late round.
Right.
For those teams that need that quarterback they want to develop and just put on their roster and who knows, man. Once you get to training camp, man, anything could happen, man.
That's,
So
yeah.
so I like what he's doing over there.
Yeah. So before we move forward, hold on, man. Let me do our thing. I gotta get a better what you call it too, but this is cool. Going through the rough edges.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But don't break you. Homie make
854.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Once again, man, we back, man. This is Parlay with us, man. This Mr. Beans here. We got Stony Cook in the studio. We got Hustle Stacks, man. I had things set up for Stacks to be in this studio too, man. This is one thing I was working on. So when everybody's together, we can all sit down and do it right here in my little, my basement studio that I put together.
Which is sweet, man. This setup is sweet, man. I'm
Thanks, man.
comfortable,
Thanks.
relaxed. You know,
Thanks. I appreciate it, man. We're trying to do it right, trying to bring you guys that content. But like we said, man,
it's,
that combine was fire, man.
yeah, it's
I
serious,
mean,
man. It's serious that
I
comment,
don't know
man.
where Doe's at, but Doe better get in here. But I wanted him to, because I know he really don't like the he has his reservations against the combine, but
Nah,
I
you gotta
know
have that combine. That combine is very important to young players, man.
that
Very
combine.
Yes,
important because it was some guys in there that I never heard of. Like that actually. I remember there was I forget his name. It was a DB from Houston that went in there and just I was watching him running drills. Like, yo, this kid making money.
Oh
Like
yeah,
he just ran through the gauntlet like mad easy, man. A lot of tight ends made money. Like yo, I'm telling you, man, defensive ends is that combine is necessary.
yeah.
right.
It's necessary. You want to see what you're working with. It's more than just the name.
And,
It's
and,
more.
and you always can find a diamond in the rough on the low.
Yes,
You
you
know what I'm
can.
saying?
Yes, you can.
Right.
Especially those scouts that got those good. They got that good eye for that talent. There's scouts out there that got good eye for that talent, man.
So enough, dude.
And they know what they're looking at when they go to these combines. They know what they're looking for. They know what they want to see. They got all their times. They got everything, man. And the combine is huge, man. And like you said, Stack, that's how you find that diamond in the rough. You know, it's more than just what they get graded and what they did in the college level.
And I like the fact that now they put numbers on the back of the kids. Now this year, this was the first year they put numbers on everybody, so everybody had numbers.
Okay. I noticed that too.
What
Yeah.
what do you mean? So I'm just saying. You said you sure not names? They putting names or
Now they put numbers. Now everybody had a number. Just the first year they put the numbers, like they put a number on the back. So everybody like it's easy. Like you might not remember the name, but you'll remember a number. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they put the numbers. Like me as a coach, I used to not remember everybody's name, but I remember their number. I'll say, "Yo, 15." You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. What up?
It's good though.
It's good with you.
Yeah, Don't gotta adjust his audio.
You can hear us? Tell us when you're ready, man. Hit us with the
Yo,
Yep, we can hear you. Man? It's good.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
Yo. Man, I was having computer issues. We good? What's up?
Yeah, we good. You having computer issues? Yeah, you kind of freezing in and out. But yeah, man, the combine,
Am I
man.
good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good now. You're definitely good now. I'm just changing my lighting a little bit here.
You can hear us though?
I know Doe's probably having some problems. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I should be kind of like keeping this thing pushing. But yeah, sorry about that with the technical difficulties. I'm dealing with lighting. Doe's trying to get his technical difficulties together. So let's keep it pushing, man.
Let's pushing, man. Yo, let's talk about let's keep it moving with this combine a little more, man. Let's touch on the quarterbacks that I got here. This guy right here, I've been Keaton Slovis. I like his play. He was a great quarterback, great arm. Another
you talk about the kid from BYU?
BYU, exactly.
Yeah.
They love to throw it over there. I like his I like his work that he put in. I like his mobility, his arm. One of those quarterbacks. I mean, I can see him. He's one of those guys that can end up like a Kirk Cousins type, or one of those quarterbacks that probably you don't know too much about. May not do something the first 2 years in the NFL, but I see a lot of potential in this guy, and this is something that I'm looking at because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I got if we could, if Marvin Harrison's there at number 3, I want to get him.
You say that, but there's talk about him sliding down that receiver depth chart. I heard that kid from LSU kind of leapfrogging him on certain people.
Yeah,
certain people's thing.
The kid out of LSU and the kid out of the other kid Adoza from Washington.
Nah, he's not. I don't think Adunze. I don't think he's I don't think he's leapfrogging Marvin Harrison, but they say the Malik Neighbors kid from LSU is like killing, like he's in a.
I heard that too.
In a lot of people's polls, they said that he's like the number 1 guy.
But I went and take him at number 3. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. I would. My money's on Harrison. You know, and I'm not gonna like ride on everything that's happening right now, but I'm riding on a guy that I feel like he's going to be that difference maker. And of course, we're gonna have to pair him with a quarterback to throw him the ball, no doubt. But I think we can get that quarterback. We may not have to get him first pick. I think we could get him later. Some way,
I
somehow.
just think
I
I
think
just think you got to get one of them 3 guys, bro. I really do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on the limb, and I think you got to get one of those 2 guys. You have to.
but
You have to.
and you know, I get it, T. I get it, but that's been like the protocol for so many years now, and for so many years I've seen that protocol fail from uh from so many guys. You know, from let's talk about it. DeMarcus Russell, the
That's
kid out.
years
Hold
ago,
on.
Stormy.
I know. No, I'm gonna keep talking. The kid out of Texas, another draft pick that didn't plan. I forgot his name.
Yeah, but Stormy, drafting is a crapshoot. You gonna gamble.
You know,
We can go down the list on not just that quarterback position, but the running back position, the wide receiver position,
Yeah,
the
I
defensive back
agree.
position. Yeah, we can roll the dice
You can roll it. Yeah,
anywhere. Yeah, you can roll the dice at any position in football when you
I
draft them.
think it
But
failed a lot in the quarterback position. In the
I
quarterback
think
position.
it
it
feels a
feels a
lot in the
lot
corner.
because that's the most important
Like, look at
position. That's why you
Yeah.
have them.
Arizona Cardinals. When they drafted the kid Rosen, that was a
Yeah,
fail. And they had to come back and draft the
yeah, but they drafted him late, so there was nothing to that draft pick with him.
both both of those quarterbacks are not panning out, and those are both high draft picks.
Oh, Kyler Murray, the verdict's still out on him.
Yeah,
The
the
verdict's
verdict.
still out.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not counting them out. The verdict's still out on them, but it's not looking well, you know. And
Nah, he came in and played well. He came in and played well towards the end of the year. Actually, we leapfrogged them because he came back. Like Doe said, remember Doe said he was sitting on the bench, but then he came back. And that was the only reason why we were able to leapfrog Arizona is because he came back. Now, if he don't come back, Arizona's sitting at 3, maybe 1. Maybe 1.
well, like you
Let
said,
me
though,
chime in with this. I'm gonna tell you that I'm sorry I missed the beginning, family. What's up, everybody?
What up? What
Listen,
up? Go ahead.
this is the issue I have. Our biggest need is a quarterback, and in my opinion, I know you had some stats, Cook. I'm sorry I missed them, so I don't want to speak out of school. But I heard a stat. Anybody that traded down and drafted a quarterback is just as much as a bust as they taking a quarterback 1 through 3. That's through Andrew Callahan. He writes for the Patriots. Go read his article. Anybody that traded down and got more picks and drafted a quarterback, that percentage is just like you said about the first and second and third quarterbacks.
And Doe, well said because that's what Pittsburgh did with Pickett. Look how that's working
Right.
out.
The numbers are ridiculous. So either way, if you use your logic, and I'm sorry, Stoney, because I came in late. Shout out to my bad for coming in late. But if you use your logic, right, even if you drop down and get a quarterback, the numbers are the same. And then on top of that, when you drop down and get a quarterback, I agree if they don't like those top 2. Not 3. People keep saying 3. It's only going to be 2
Yeah,
of them.
it's only 2. I agree with you, Doe. Only 2. I agree.
Only 2. So
we don't know how they're
I
gonna.
can't gamble, which I do. I can't gamble on what I don't know what they think, but I can't gamble on for what I seen, but watching the combine, for what I seen with JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix. There's nothing that has me wanting to drop them down and take them over Jaden Daniels or Drake May, for that matter.
I agree.
For what I've seen on tape now, Crook and Stacks and Beans. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm just saying for what I've seen. I can't sit there and the Penix thing is for me is more injury than anything else.
Yep.
That's what it is for me. More injury than anything else.
Yeah. There's no question about his arm. It's just
there's no question about his arm. Anybody can get injured. Don't get me wrong, but when you coming in, when you buy a whip, and you know when you buy a car that had damage already, it's kind of tough. I don't want to talk about the young man like that. I'm hoping he has a great career. I'm not rooting against him. I'm just saying say they think Jaden Daniels and Penix are the same player or on the same level, not the same player. I'm gonna go with the guy that's healthy. If you look at him 50-50, there's gonna be some type of deal break. I'm sorry, excuse me. And that would be it for me. That's just my opinion. But the trading back thing is interesting. When you trade back, the percentages of that quarterback being good is it's just as bad as you staying there in that percentage. And that's coming from numbers from Andrew Callahan. Check him out. He's a writer for the Patriots. Wrote a great article about that.
So what it comes down to is what Patriots claim that they do every year. That's their explanation for their draft. They pick the best player on that board. They don't draft.
True. No, that.
They don't draft.
Not lately, but in the
past. Not lately. Not lately.
They didn't pick Strange. Wasn't the best player. Floyd wasn't the best player. Matt Jones wasn't the best player
on the board. That's what they claim, the Patriots. Well, I mean, the old regime, you know.
The old regime, you're right. No, right.
So my thing is, like me personally, I just want them to draft. I want them to have that plan on what they're trying to do and how they see the board, you know, and take into account that, look, it just doesn't work out that way sometimes, man. A lot of these high quarterback picks just don't work out, you know.
But what if it does?
But it's tricky to me. Like this draft seems
the quarterback starting to get tricky.
The quarterback thing is starting to get tricky. Even though you know, right now, you know, I was you know, I was looking at Michael Penix because of his you know, his pure ability, but
his championship pedigree.
But as Joe said, you know, my man's coming with a little bit. He's a little bit, you know, a little beat up. Multiple knee surgeries and shoulder injuries and things like that. Even though he can throw the hell out of the ball, he got the deep ball, he got the throws. It's just the durability. And you know, like you guys said, man, it's kind of, you know what? And the Jaden Daniels, you know what I heard they said? Jaden Daniels is, you know, they like the tangibles he has, but guess what they said? I didn't even realize it, but yes, he's 6 foot, what, 6'5"?
Yeah,
he's up there.
6'5", but they say he's small,
skinny, wide.
Skinny.
Yeah, he
needs weight.
Yeah, so that's why, from what I'm hearing, they trying to sit him on. They trying to sit him the first year, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculations about him because on some people boards they have Daniels over the kid Caleb. Yeah, from USC. Yeah, yep. Some people have Jaden Daniels first. I'm just saying, man, when you got a quarterback that's
Caleb Williams, let me tell you, whoever's trying to take him number one, you need to be real careful because I see this guy over again, Baker Mayfield.
Who you said, Caleb Williams?
I see a Baker Mayfield potential. It coming into the league. The same hype, the same everything, and then when it came in the league, Baker Mayfield was who he was. I see Caleb Williams probably doing the same thing potentially. So I would caution a lot of teams.
I can see that.
I caution a lot of teams. Let me tell you, man. I saw some things with Caleb Williams that I could see that Baker Mayfield type of vibe coming into the league. You know, where may take him a while. You know, it depends what system, what team he's in. He may not be that spark for like that first, second year because they're gonna want him to start right away. He's not a project. He's not.
If he goes to Chicago, if he goes to Chicago, they're gonna.
Chicago, they're gonna expect him to start. But
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He's not a guy that's gonna come into the league and then be on the bench for a little bit like the guy Jordan.
Now, if he goes to Washington, there's a chance he could sit for you because Howell wasn't bad. So there's a chance that you could sit him for a year behind Howell if he goes to Washington. That's what I'm saying. Now, Jake.
But I see the potential. That's why I say I would caution teams.
But in his defense, in his defense, he was a more mobile he was a more mobile quarterback than Bake in college, and Caleb Williams, his accuracy on the run is crazy. That's why he's such a high. That's why everybody wants him high, because if you look
Yeah,
at his runs,
they
if you
came
look at his throws, yeah, if you
like
look at his throws on the run,
like
they're crazy. They're
yeah.
crazy. Just look at his throws on the run off that back. He has things that you can't teach. That's why he's the number one guy. Because when you could throw off that left foot 60 yards, the opposite hash, you can't teach that.
Yeah,
You can't teach that.
right,
And
right.
I never seen Bake do that at Oklahoma at all. So that's what I'm saying. I just think he's
Bake,
more athletic than Bake.
throw it on the run though. He throws it well on the run. He may not throw it off that back
Nah,
foot well.
Bake. The only thing Bake has is coming out of Oklahoma was he's accurate. I'll give him that. But if he ran a 40 time, shit was like a fucking almost a 4.9 or something, bro. Caleb Williams is like, just look at his film, bro. I've watched that film, bro. I'm a big film guy. Just look at his film and go compare his film to Bake film, and you be like, yo, I apologize, Caleb, for even comparing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that
I
kid
just,
at USC.
I
Think
just said,
about how good. Think
right,
about this now. Hold on, Stoney. Think about this. Spencer Rattler was an All-American at Oklahoma. All-American, big-time recruit. Caleb Williams pushed him out that job. Okay. Now
Out of school.
when Lincoln Riley went to USC, he took Caleb Williams with him. He could have took Spencer Rattler, but he took Caleb because he knew. Just think about that.
Definitely.
good point.
No doubt.
Good
That's a
point.
good point, no
I
doubt.
like that point. Good point.
But it goes back to what I'm telling you. You just gotta.
And I just think that's a bad comparison, though, Stoney. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's why I said potentially. I didn't say I see a comparison. I see potentially. I said potentially. That could be
I
a
just think
situation.
I just think I just think Williams' potential is higher than Bake's coming out of college because of the off. Like, what they say though, his off platform throws. His off scripted throws are crazy.
I saw it differently. I saw Baker as a better prospect. To be honest with you, I mean, but Baker a winner. He has that heart. I look at the heart of a guy that's in the game down and needs to, have that drive. And Caleb came short in a lot of those games, and those are the things I look at. It's more than
Came
just
short because he came short because his defense couldn't bag up groceries in a paper bag. His numbers were good. USC defense was terrible.
I seen him come up short in some occasions where I see
He
Baker.
did. He did come up short.
He's an electric player because they put him on the Pat Mahomes trajectory based on the skill level.
Yeah.
So, would it follow through? I don't know. That's the question to be had. Would it follow through? But
you gotta remember too, Beans. Bake. Now let's talk about this. Now Bake was at Texas Tech and couldn't do nothing. He transferred to USC. Now could we say Lincoln Riley made Baker Mayfield? We can claim that. He did. Lincoln Riley's known to produce great quarterbacks.
Right.
He went over there. He helped. Look what he did for Jalen Hurts. Like he got Jalen Hurts picked in the first round. That's what I'm saying. I just think if you compared the tape, Baker and Caleb, you like, nah, no way. No way.
What the problem is too, though?
I wouldn't compare them in terms of their potential. I would compare them in terms of their their growth. How quick are they going to grow?
No, it's a great comparison, Stoney. It's a better comparison, Justin Fields and Caleb Williams. Now, I agree with that one. Because they both similar mobility and they both kind of similar. That's why the Bears are having so much of a hard time. That's why the Bears are having so much of a hard decision whether to trade Justin, because they see Caleb being almost the same. They want to put some weapons around Justin, but they're upset that they passed on the CJ Stroud kid. I think he is too.
This is Justin. This was his first year.
Third.
Who? Justin Fields, this third year?
He's going on 3.
Going on 3.
Yeah.
Some of these quarterbacks, man, you got to be patient, man. Some quarterbacks just.
Well, I said that with love. You have to be patient.
You got to be patient with some of these quarterbacks.
I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is going to be a bust or not. I'm not saying he's going to be. It's tough to, I mean, put it this way. He's going to go 1, right? If he goes 1,
he's going to go 1.
He's going to go 1. And if he go 1, yo, how you want to say that, man? The microscope is going to be on his back. The pressure is going to be on that kid to produce out the gate just because of him being picked number 1. Like he's not going to go somewhere and have the luxury to sit down and develop an NFL game by learning on the fly or learning. You're not learning on the fly, but learning on weekly with practice and things like that. If he has to come out the gate and play, that might be a tricky situation for that kid. And mostly, it might be for all those quarterbacks we're talking about.
I agree.
It might be for all of them.
For all those quarterbacks. That's why you got to put them in a comfortable.
Listen to this
position.
Scenario. I didn't even. Position. Who is Winston III stacks? Who is Winston III? The kid out of Washington. I mean, out of Texas. Quarterback Winston III. You know about him?
You gotta get a depth chart.
Nah. The kid's in the combine, and they saying he's looking good.
He's not out of Texas.
Is it Texas or Tennessee?
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Joe Milton, you talking about?
Yeah,
Milton. Yeah,
not
Milton. You way off.
Sorry. My fault. I know. I just seen
Winston the Third.
No, that's what his name is, Milton the Third or something like that.
Joe Milton, not Joe Milton.
Well, I thought
Hey, Beans, you even had the school wrong.
I thought
what threw me off was Texas because they already got you.
I thought it was Texas.
And they got Peyton Manning's kids over there.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it.
I was watching them real quick in the combine. That's why I just saw Tennessee, Texas.
But that kid had his Achilles.
Okay.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles. So he came in. So he's actually on schedule. He played good, but they also had no Stoney, you're wrong. It was Hendon Hooker that tore his Achilles before Milton was there. I know my college football now. I was Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker's on the Seahawks. Got drafted by the Seahawks.
Tennessee quarterback that was doing their thing.
That was Hendon Hooker was on top to probably be a top draft pick till he tore his ACL.
Shit.
And then like he actually beat Milton out that job at one time.
Right.
So now Milton is there. Milton ain't a bad quarterback at all. He just he came in when Hooker got hurt and played well. So I'm not surprised he's throwing the ball well in the combine, to be honest. He's another big kid.
Thanks for correcting me, Mr. College Football. I mean, I knew it was one of them. One of them two. But he looked good in the combine. I was watching him though. He did look good. He was throwing that deep ball, and they was liking the way they even talked about him being probably drafted late in the rounds by the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I would love
to be in that war room, man, because I know how. I know how to go in this draft.
I'm not saying that but that was just someone spewing that, saying that New England should they started talking about this kid might look good for New England. He might be a good prospect.
I agree. I like Milton. I think you can get Milton in the later rounds, though, in third round, fourth round. I think he'll still be there.
Man, I just feel like you just got to change things up, man. For so many years, man.
So what if they do something like that, then, guys? Before we move on to some picks, what if they do decide to take the wide receiver? I like Odunze.
They may take Harrison.
I like Harrison. But what if they decide to take Doomsday and then maybe draft like one of these guys that you guys
I
are
think that's
talking
what they're gonna do.
in the third round and then bring in a veteran like
But at that point, if you're looking at the Doomsday kid, like those said, you can trade down in that draft and get a Doomsday. You can trade down to maybe past 6 and get a Doomsday.
He's
Like that's
starting to be he.
yeah, he's sliding.
We might
He's
go
sliding.
top 10, T. Stats.
Yeah, Doomsday. But what they doing though, they remember the kid Texas, he's climbing up the charts because of his 40 time, and
Oh
then now
yeah,
you got
I
the
like him too. Who did he play? He
and then
transferred, didn't he?
yeah, but then you also got the kid from LSU though, Malik Neighbors. He's killing right now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
killing. Yeah,
climbing up a
this is a
lot of
deep
people's
draft.
draft chart.
That's why I wouldn't
Yeah,
draft
that's what I'm saying.
Harrison third. I'm not drafting
Yeah,
Harrison.
because there's a
There's
lot of receivers. There's a lot of receivers.
too
This
many.
draft is loaded
Too
with
many.
receivers.
Get that ball though. 6'3", 212. He gets it,
So
man.
Doomsday, that's what
He
I've been
goes to
saying.
get that ball. He's one of them guys.
I
You
like a
could throw it in
Doomsday.
his area. He's gonna get it, man.
I wouldn't pick him
want-
at number 3 though.
I wouldn't pick him.
No, I wouldn't pick him at 3. You right. That's what I'm saying, Beans. You could trade
There's
down and
too
still
many
get a
receivers
Doomsday.
in his draft, fam. I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you that I don't see the kid from Washington. I don't see Harrison Carter's his numbers and the way he looks on tape is better, but it ain't like he's like a 10 and this dude's a 5. He's damn close. Telling you.
And also, there's a sleeper in the draft too. That sleep. I'm gonna tell you, the sleeper at receiver. How deep this draft is. That kid from UNC, he's tough. Like he remember he transferred into UNC late. He couldn't play because of NCAA problems. But he in the combine. A lot of people have him. Listen, if you look at certain charts, a lot of people have him over the Doomsday. You know what I'm saying? So that, like Doe said, this I think his name is Trez Walker out of North Carolina.
Yeah, he played with me.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look
real quick, I don't know if y'all heard, but Brunson might have tore his Achilles, bro.
That's big for the Knicks.
Yeah, he had a non-contact, and I seen it before
today.
I came home, but I just looked up. They say he might be his Achilles.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
but yeah, like Doe said, this draft is so deep with receivers, man. There's a lot of them in this.
You just got to be smart, and I don't think taking a quarterback number 1 is what you need to do.
But I don't think taking the receiver number 1 is number 2.
I think it may work though.
At 3? Nah.
I think it may work.
I'll tell you what, though, they're not going to take a receiver. They're going to take a quarterback. It doesn't matter what we think.
Let me tell you what. If your name ain't Randy Moss, you ain't going with that number 3 pick. I'm telling you right now.
I like a Doomsday, but not for number 3.
Yeah, I agree. Not for number 3.
Check us out every week, Sunday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
I hate when people get hurt like that, man.
Parlay with us, man. Me, Mr. Bean.
I'm with Doe Crooks. I gotta take that QB. I just got to.
Yeah, we got listen, it's inevitable. We gotta go. If we don't take the QB up front, bro, there's so many receivers in this. Look at this kid Xavier. Check this kid out, right? What do you mean he's not gonna be in?
They're gonna somebody's taking him early. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be taken early.
But listen to how deep this draft is. Like Doe said, Washington has 3 receivers that are going in the NFL draft. Very high. 3 receivers. Look at Washington's depth chart. All 3 of them guys that they had on that offense are predicted to go first and second round. That's how deep this draft is.
You got 5 offensive linemen going in the first round.
Yes, and studs, offensive linemen. Now with that 3rd pick, listen, our offensive line is little banged. Listen, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because this offensive line draft, the top 3 guys, they tough. They are tough. You got the kid from Notre Dame, and you got the kid from Oregon State, and the other one from Penn State. Those 3 guys are they testing off the charts.
Hmm.
And our
Well,
offensive line, and we all know that offensive line from New England is hurting.
yeah, they need to make some moves on the offensive line, but I was thinking something in the late first round that
Yeah,
they
they're gonna sign. They talk about signing that kid from Dallas. He's older, but
yeah, I was thinking somewhere in the late first round.
And you know there's a chance they can lose or win you, so that's gonna hurt if they lose
well, they
him.
offered him a contract, him and Douglas, so they talking,
All right, that's good. That's good to hear
and
that.
they got enough cap space. So I don't think I think Wendell's coming back. I think Douglas coming back. I think with the
I hope
difference you're
so.
going to see in this regime, you're going to see us be signing our talent we drafted, not like the last
The
regime
guy
where
from
we just
Penn
let
State,
everybody go.
the guy from Penn State, the old line from Penn State, he's the top lineman coming out.
He is, but I really like that guy from Oregon State, man.
Yeah, the kid from
He
Oregon
reminds me of
State.
that kid. He reminds me of that kid from Detroit, Penei Sewell. Penei
Yeah,
Sewell is tough,
Fuaga.
man.
You're talking about Fuaga.
Yeah, he reminds me of Penei Sewell,
there's
man. He
like
really
five of them.
does.
There's five of them.
It's a tough one. Then you got what's the other one though? There's another one
The
that's
guy
Kid
top.
from
Oh,
Notre Dame,
Joe
yeah,
Alt.
and there's another
yeah,
one.
Joe.
There's another one that's like you said. He got. I think he's from Hawaii or something. One of them type
And
cats.
there's a guy
Forget
from
his name.
Georgia,
Oregon, Washington State, is it or Washington?
Yeah.
Washington.
Then you
Yeah,
also you got that Bama got one or two guys in there too.
yeah. They got one guy that they
Yeah.
said. That's what I'm saying. It's like 5 or 6 of them boys.
But we're not going O line in the first round.
Not in the first round. Listen, we gotta make this, bro. We gotta make this
Look,
simple.
I'm not gonna disagree with you guys. Yeah, let's do the quarterback thing. Let's do the quarterback thing. But me personally, if I'm in that war room, I'm definitely throwing that wide receiver.
I'm like though, if one of them two guys are there, I'm definitely taking one of them. I have to. I just
So
have
You
to.
mean one of the two
yeah, but
between
you think Washington
Daniels
take
and
it?
you mean between Daniels and Williams? You're taking one of the two.
Yes, I
Yeah,
would take one of the two.
I agree with
Now,
that.
let's say for some strange instance, which Chicago is strange, that they keep Justin Fields. There's no guarantee. They haven't. They was talking about he's supposed to be traded during the combine. He wasn't traded yet. He ain't traded yet. All right. Nobody's come to. They said Atlanta would want him so bad. Atlanta hasn't said nothing about wanting him yet.
He
So
hasn't been
let's just say for some strange reason they keep Justin. If they keep Justin, Marvin Harrison will go one. Marvin Harrison will go one, and then you talk Caleb Williams. They're probably gonna go two because his old offensive coordinators at Washington now, and then you got Jaden Daniels there at 3.
which I like. I like Jaden
I
Daniels.
like. Yeah, there you go. That if Jaden Daniels was there, there's no way you pass on that dude.
We have
Let
no
me tell
other
you
choice
something.
but to take him.
Let me
at
tell you
three.
something. Though Washington, that is one team that we haven't spoken about. Where do you think they going? What direction?
I heard they like Drake May.
That's what
And
I
number
heard too.
The guy that's running that team, he likes those. He likes those. He likes those conventional
Oh, but
quarterbacks.
they got Sam Howell though.
That new coach ain't. That's he's building his
That's
team the
not
way
his
he
coach.
wants.
That's not he didn't draft him.
Yeah, he ain't drafted. You know how it is, Stoney. You know how it is when you don't draft a guy, he's not your guy.
That's their top pick from what last year.
Nah, he was a
No, he
third
wasn't-
round
what
pick.
was he, second, third round. He wasn't a top.
Third round guy. He's third round pick.
Oh, that was their quarterback that they drafted. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm telling you. I feel like this draft is gonna go totally different than we're expecting. It's gonna go totally. I'm telling you, this draft is gonna shock a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so.
I got that feeling because there's so many intangibles. The top teams have top picks. When you have top teams with top picks, that changes the dynamic on a lot of things. Think about it. From New England with Mac Jones, that was a high pick. Washington, they had a high pick.
Poorly scouted.
Chicago, Justin Fields.
When they drafted Mac Jones, I was so pissed off. This is the thing. To me,
I wasn't. I thought that was a reach.
I thought that was a reach. I hated that pick. A lot of people hated that.
I did not like it. I did not like it.
A lot
I did
of
not
people
like
that
that
know
pick.
football didn't like that pick.
I didn't like that pick.
Tweet her out like he did. No,
I thought they could have been a better quarterback.
they could have been, bro. That to me, that them picking that was not good.
No.
In my
But I don't know.
opinion,
From what I heard, Bill didn't even.
Bill didn't want him.
That was Nick Saban telling his boy, like, yo, pick my mans, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like some.
I mean,
That's the thing I don't like. That's so funny how it could be nepotism and certain people could have it, but certain people can't.
he's
Mayo
a good
can't hire Hightower, but Bill can hire Kurt Ferentz or
He's
whatever his name is to be a
good
coach.
old
It's like,
boy
come
from
on, man. Like,
Pick
I
my
don't
man.
care. Listen, I don't care about your track record with winning. If you hiring your peoples and you drafting, they said that he's drafting friends, and I'm not with all that.
No, I ain't with all. And that's why we.
But I want to feel like Stoney. To your point, if we pick Jaden Daniels or Drake May for that matter, and he fail and they fail, I'll be honest with you. I ain't gonna be. I'll be disappointed, but I ain't gonna be mad about it. You know why? Because they took and they wanted that guy. You ain't gonna hear someone come out in 3 years, whether they good or bad, saying we didn't want Jaden Daniels, we didn't want Drake May. You knew off the rip that Bill didn't want Mac Jones. It was a beef from the jump. You understand what I'm
Sure
saying?
was.
So I'm not saying I want them to pick someone in that workout. Of course not. But if they pick Jaden Daniels, he ends up a bust, God forbid. At least I could go to sleep at night knowing it was someone they really wanted. Like that's all you could ask for in the draft. You know what I'm saying? You can't predict the draft. You can't. You can't. You know.
But there's teams that traditionally draft well, like the Green Bay, Pittsburgh, to name a few. There's teams that traditionally.
Well, Pittsburgh didn't draft. Pittsburgh ain't this shit since Ben Roethlisberger been gone.
Shout out to Baltimore and Ozzie Newsome.
Baltimore is a good draft. They're great. They got a good track record.
When he was here, Baltimore drafts well. They draft very well.
They do. They do.
But with that being said, fellas, they also getting drafted to a team with like you say though that has an identity,
Right.
and they also have a coach he knows what he wants to do.
Right.
Like that. That's with all those teams you say have great draft records, have coach that's been there a long time and they know what they want. Like you said, Joe, they're gonna pick who they want.
But
And I didn't.
But as a fan, right? As a fan or as a sports fan, when these guys draft, it's like I understand it. Every time they make those drafts, I understand why they did it. And it shows. And it shows when these guys play and perform. Why they be drafting?
You're limited to one personal item that fits on your body.
And that's the problem.
Anything larger, 20 additional items. You need to check them for a fee. Please come to KC26.
They should draft players that I didn't understand.
100% full flight
And a
space
lot of
and
those
over apartment space will be limited.
back that they drafted.
11
Yeah.
volunteers. Okay, check that back.
A lot of
11 volunteers.
Name,
Hey, look, if you check the bags, please come see me at the podium.
Youngstown State.
Check the bags. Okay, check the car.
Bill drafted high. The Duggar pick, that was a head scratcher. Don't get me wrong, he performed, but my God, that was a head scratcher.
Yeah, even
Man, you could have got Doug in the free agency pool.
That's like, whoa.
I don't even think. Hey, Doe, I don't even think he would have got it drafted. I don't think.
nah.
It's-
That's what Bill. But you know what it is? Bill's with that smartest man in the room thing. You know what I mean? Like I say, shout out to Bill for what he's done, but that's the thing. This is what I'm hoping that we don't. I just want, like Stoney said, know what I love about Baltimore? They even say it. They pick the number one rated player on the board no matter what. And usually they're not great. They're not great on receivers, but their defense, Queen, the Hamilton kid.
Yeah, they dropped.
I mean, go down the line, offensive lineman, the kid the guy that got hurt on the running back, Dogs. I mean, they just pick
They dropped
players we know. Like at the end of the day, it's a name recognition, right? Who is Strange? Who's Strange? Who's Tyquan Thornton? And I don't want to go down that road, but I just hope the Patriots pick the best available players on the board after we pick the quarterback. That being said,
So with that being said, man, let's
move on to the picks if you want. I got the picks.
let's segue out of this Patriots combine NFL combine segment. I mean, I put that on the thumbnail This kid Xavier Worthy broke the record today. Yesterday in the combine. He's hopefully the new. That's what I was going to say. Y'all think this kid will be the new Tyreek in the making, breaking the record of 4.21 on the combine 40-yard dash? That was a good feat. His first try was 4.25. His second try was the haymaker.
His first try was 4.22. And then he actually ran it again a 4.22. Then they went back to the film and readjusted his time.
Wow.
And then that's how he got the 4.21. So that's how he got the record. So he people don't understand. Well, we know, but do we really understand how fast 4.21 is? That's like you ain't catching him. He gets a step on you. He gone.
Right. So let me show y'all real quick, just to give y'all a little heads up. Watch this real quick.
Take your time, man. You're chasing a record. Don't rush this thing.
An unofficial 4.25 in his first run. He's going to run it again to try and get John Roth his 4.22. Here he goes.
Oh! Keep going.
So just to get y'all a little heads up, man, that was some speed there, man.
I'm using him like Deebo Samuel, man. That's how I'm using that guy.
Seriously.
I'm gonna give him in the slot. I'm gonna give it to him in the backfield. Like a lot of plays.
Well, if you use him like Debo with his frame, he ain't gonna be in the league very long.
That
kid's very thin, but
Debo got some size to him, bro. Like Debo ain't little.
Once they get these kids in the weight room, and in the cafeteria in these NFL leagues,
with that speed, you got to keep him on the outside. You're doing him a disservice by putting him in the slot.
Tyreek Hill, he wasn't a big guy. He was getting it everywhere.
Tyreek Hill's little. Tyreek Hill, if you look at 80% of his snaps, they're from the outside. He goes to the slot at times, but Tyreek Hill's he's on the outside.
Stacks, this kid is not that big. He's only 6'1", 172 pounds,
But with that speed,
but I'm saying Tyreek is small. But Tyreek is small, lightning quick. But when you got that kind of speed, you're negating his speed by making him run in cuts. You got to make him run deep cuts, man. He's fast.
I'm not saying in cuts. I'm saying you run multiple plays with him. It's not like you're
gonna. I'm gonna run some. I'm definitely gonna run some in the. I'm definitely gonna run some in. I'm definitely going to run some ends around with him, but I'm not putting him at that running back position, handing the ball like Debo.
No, but my point is.
Oh no, Debo's big guy.
My point is, you're gonna catch defenses off guard. Some defenses are gassed, they tied. You know, there's gonna be different packages, different plays. You're gonna have to utilize that in different packages. I'm not saying that you're gonna mainly do those type of plays. No, you're right, but there's gonna be plays where it's gonna be there to take. The team's gas. Let's catch this team off guard. Let's catch them on some.
Because like me and Doe talked about, I don't even think Debo wants to be used like he's being used.
Debo, they straight use him like that. They straight use him.
He don't like it because he knows he's gonna get his face smashed in his body. He's gonna build the league in a year. Trust me.
You're gonna give Debo the ball.
He's gonna build the league in a year or two if he keeps playing for the 49ers. I'm sorry. I said that during the year. He got hurt in the playoff. I don't want these guys to get hurt. But if you go
that's why he's always hurt though. Just like you said.
And I said that before the playoffs.
They're gonna adjust to it. They'll adjust to it. He's not gonna be utilized that way.
What up, Prince George? Thanks for joining us, man. I don't know if you're new to the parlay with us. Thanks for joining us, Prince George. But you said Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, but Deshaun Jackson played on the outside. All he did was run go routes.
That's it. That's all Deshaun Jackson did. Remember they put him in the slot that one time though, and he almost got his career ended because he went over the middle.
He almost cracked his face in half.
Yeah,
he's a small guy, but like you said, this kid Xavier, he's probably more of an outside threat based on the speed.
Yeah, I mean,
the Tyreek Hill position type of thing. They're gonna have to use him in that, but I don't want that receiver. I'm not. I love that this kid broke the combine and the combine record, and he, 4.21. Kudos to him. It's going to rise his stock. He's going to make about a couple more $1 million. But the thing is, for us at least receiver, now I know we're getting a receiver too in this draft. Trust we are. And I think we need somebody like a Doomsday, man. We need a hard nose to catch everything.
It means we need a bona fide number one. That's what we need.
We haven't had since Randy Moss.
A bona fide number
I think what I'm hearing, they're gonna try to get their line help on in the free agent market. So I could see them going receiver with their second pick.
With the second pick.
Yeah.
Or you guys already said it. Or do y'all think an offensive lineman will be surviving in with the second pick by the time they pick at the?
I don't think it's gonna be there. The five we mentioned won't be there.
Nah, they won't be there.
Yeah, they're gonna be they gone. Those guys are going, man.
Those guys are gone. Because to be real, other than the quarterback, you could a tackle, left tackle, right? Those are the most important players. I mean, the line. That's what. Those guys are gone. Yeah. I'll be surprised those guys are past 20. What do you say, Stan?
I agree with you. Everybody knows a lot of GMs build their team offensive line first. Yeah. A lot of GMs do that. They'll throw a duck back there behind center for now, but they'll get that offensive line solidified before they draft a rookie.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks guys for giving us that y'all comments and what the combine is looking like and what the players are coming out, who we should be looking at. The value of some of these guys' stocks are going up. I guess it was a great week for them. But we're gonna move on. Let's go on to the second part of the segment. Of the show. Let's go into the our best bets. Our best bets and our best picks. So before we go into our best bets and best picks, and this could be in any genre of sport, I'll just give the disclaimer. Please, guys, like and subscribe. This is Parlay with us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends, share this on different social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, TikTok, wherever you need to share it. The X, share it, formerly known as Twitter. Please help us out with the algorithm. Hit the thumbs up button, man, and hit that like button. And share this and hit the notifications. And with that being said, thanks for StreamYard for the streaming platform that we're being able to use. We are an affiliate of StreamYard, so if you guys are looking for a Zoom style, or not even call it a Zoom style, but basically a digital platform to speak to your friends and even do something like what we're doing, check out StreamYard. Thanks for StreamYard. So yeah, with that being said, guys, let's talk about some best bets and some best picks for today. This segment is a segment that is headed by Stony Cook and Sean Doe. These guys are the parlay and the bet apparatus of this team. So guys, take it over.
Quickly, because there's only one game right now that it's a bet that I like a lot. I'm taking OKC tonight, -4.5 against Phoenix. I don't think Booker's playing tonight, and I think OKC smell blood because of that. So that's the bet I'm going with tonight. I'm taking OKC -1.5.
I actually like that.
Nice.
I actually went to the window on this one, so I'm gonna do a prop bet. I'm gonna stick at 3. That's been my sweet spot lately. I've been winning all morning with soccer, man. We was on earlier, y'all would have left this podcast with some serious money, but because I've been up since 7:50 watching soccer. But I went to the window on this one. Since Booker's not playing, they got Bill at 17.5. I gotta go over on that. Booker's not playing. So long as he doesn't tweak an ankle or fall on his wrist. You know, Booker gets hurt. I mean, Bill gets hurt sneezing sometimes. If he
Yeah.
stays healthy through the whole, that's the only thing I gotta warn y'all about. But 17 and a half for him. I got Chet Holmgren at 15 plus. And Kevin Durant, I got at 30. The reason why I gave that because I know they're gonna have to score with this kid, Shea. That's plus 395. And if you just want to do straight money, you could get Shea right now for 30, 32 plus for plus 100. That ain't bad, actually, for him. He's averaging what, 31, 32 again? But I think Booker being out, there's gonna be more opportunities for Bell to score. And KD's gonna give you what he gives you. And I think it's gonna be a close game, so everybody's gonna play the whole game. My Celtics parlays got killed early because they was up by 50. I was like, damn.
They had
I can't help that. You know, that's something that, you know.
It was a personal because Steph Curry did the whole sleep gesture, trying to go to sleep gesture when they played in Golden State.
Yeah.
And he made that three to put the game to bed. And
Right.
I think it was personal for the Celtics today. It was personal.
Yeah.
I could tell the way they played today. They didn't give a.
They didn't care.
Who was playing, who was not. It was just the fact Golden State was on their floor, and they're letting the league know when you come to Boston, you better come correct, or you're gonna get blown out of here.
Or when Boston comes to you.
Yeah.
Or when Boston comes to you.
I'm looking for that. I'm looking at that Denver game.
The team's looking solid though. I ain't gonna.
I don't.
Yeah, though they got a nice little stretch. They got Cleveland, Denver, and Phoenix. That's a nice little three.
Sorry about that. Real quick, my title said 10 wins, but now we're on 11 wins.
11. No, you had it right.
Yeah,
when I made it,
they were still playing. So but hey,
it's 11 now.
Hey, newsbreaker. Celtics 11 wins, 11 straight. So yeah, hey, go Celtics, man, go team. You know they.
We owe Denver. We owe Denver definitely. We owe Denver and Cleveland. We gotta let Cleveland know that you still got some growing up to do because people are throwing Cleveland at us.
We've already. I don't think they even beat us this year. We played them 3 times already. We beat them all 3 times.
Stacks, Crook, Beans. I don't want that losing mentality. Obviously, I want to sweep the trip. But say they go 3-2 on that trip. The only game I want them to the game we need for me personally is that Denver game.
I agree.
I don't whatever. Phoenix, whatever.
I agree.
Cleveland, whatever. That Denver game is important. I'm telling you, it's important.
It's huge.
You're right. You're totally right.
Before I go on, I have to mention because I was at my job. You know, my shift change, right? I talked to Stacks about this. I'm at my job. I'm in the hallway, and someone says, "Parlay with us. Parlay with us." It was one of Rock's family, my man Oscar. You know your cousin, Crook. You know your cousin. Big fan of the show. I told him I'm gonna shot. Yeah, Oscar.
Damn, man, that's some. You just.
Bro, listen.
You're off just now.
Like, yo, you paused. You see me look over like he's paused. Like,
yo, listen. He's a big fan of the show.
That's like his dad is my father's brother.
Yeah, no, this is what I'm saying.
And in Spanish, we say primo hermano.
Yo, I told him I shot him out.
Different levels of
561 would service to someone Puerto Rico. Please make your way to gate C8 and ready to be in the project.
Their parents is siblings.
Right. So
you see what I'm saying?
like
That's
first cousin.
We say first cousin.
We say first cousin around, but okay.
Yeah, but look at Crook. You know me, him, and his brother. We that's fam right there. I didn't know. That bugged me out because I haven't worked that night in a while. You know what I'm saying? I usually see him on the go, and when I come in the morning, he's usually leaving. But when he said, "Yo, I seen you on Parlay with us with my cousin," I said, "What? And I said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you a shout out on Sunday, and his brother Ramon too. I know you know Ramon. That's my
Yeah,
family
of
too.
course. Shout out to Ramon.
Shout out to the family.
Shout out.
And I didn't want to forget. I didn't want to forget. So you know that's huge. That's huge because those are my brothers, yo. Those are my brothers for real. And now that they related to you,
shout out to the De La Rosas.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Stacks putting the government out there. I wasn't gonna do all that.
No. It's all love.
Hey. What Dominican you know last name ain't De La Rosa? That's a hard. You could.
That's true, Stacks. That's true.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
That's
names
true.
to choose from.
If you want to investigate that one, you're gonna be out there for a minute, right, Stacks? It's like the Chinatown.
I also met a Colombian dude. Last name was De La Rosa too. So that's a deep joint.
There's some Cape Verdeans out there too. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out my brothers, man. I told them I would give them a shout out.
Yo, they're gonna appreciate it. They're gonna watch it. They're gonna definitely appreciate it, man. You know.
Yo, man, shout out to everybody who jumps in on this live, man. I know our timing is different. You know, trying to get this coordinated with our time. So we got Stacks. Stacks was in town also, but due to my time, you know, we wasn't able to put it together that we could all be here together to do our thing. But I appreciate him. He's still at the airport in Logan, jumping on at the show to, you know, do his thing like he normally do. That's the dedication that we all put in. Doe does it. You know, all of us. So I appreciate you guys with this. And I appreciate the people who jump on and watch the show and comment. You know, the comments is what keeps us literally fired up and give you more content because we want to engage with those questions. So, you know, please always engage people who are watching Parlay with us. We're all here live. Engage with us. This is part of it. You know, we want the engagement. If you know sports and you want to put your little 2 cents in, this is what it is. It's parlaying. So hit us up. It's Parlay with us, man. Do your thing.
So I'm about to real quick. I'm gonna put Stacks on blast. Like, look, I wish I wish I could have saw you in this trip, but you know, I know circumstances. It is what it is. You know, right. Condolences as well. You know, definitely.
Yep, condolences. Yep.
But March Madness, you already know. I ain't gotta tell you, man. Like, there's gonna be a game out here at the TD Garden. So I'm letting you know now, man. You got to come through. You got to make it happen.
Let me tell you something, man. Yeah. I ain't got that beans and crooks money. Y'all move different. Y'all move different than me. Y'all. When you go to Boston, that's a $2,000 trip off the plane.
Come on, man. Get out of here, man.
Get out of here. It's $2,000 because
Hold
on. Time out.
It's on him.
Yo, Doe. It's $2,000 because he want to come out here and buy $1,600 worth of friggin' clothing.
Right.
Nah, man.
No, he did call me from Newberry Street. I'm like, damn, what you doing down Newberry Street, Stacks?
Come on, man. It's the clothing. It's official and official, you know, hoodies and all that. Don't trick it.
That's the Newberry Street hoodie. He know he could buy that at Champs. He on the Newberry Street just cause.
You guys show me.
Hey, Stacks. You know you could buy that hoodie at Champs. You over there stunting on Newberry Street buying the same hoodie.
Nah, man, I ain't never bought. Only hoodie I bought from Newberry Street. Champion is the only place you could buy a Champion on Newberry Street. That's it. That's the only Champion hoodie you could buy in anywhere is at that Champion store right there. That's it. That's the only thing I bought off Newberry Street. Shout out to Johnny Cupcakes too.
That's what Stacks does.
Yo, Stacks.
Stacks come out here and go shopping.
You're gonna have to step it up, man. You know, straight up. Like,
he trying to make
I tell you what. I ain't got no passport though. Let's talk about y'all passports though. I ain't got no passport though.
You know, we're not talking about going out the country right now. We're talking about traveling 2,000 miles.
Less than that.
Listen. My name is Stacks. My name is Stacks, not Ramel. I ain't driving 2,000 miles to go see nothing.
No. Yo, my brother just went down south and he drove and went back and came back that quick. Yo, that dude's crazy.
Yo, he's crazy.
He is crazy.
Yo, he just went South Carolina and told me, like, yo, I was just in South Carolina the other day. I was like, the other day? Like, yeah, I mean, like, yo, you crazy.
Hey, Bees, what you say the other day? He act like he went to Randolph or something.
Nah, this dude said he went North Carolina, then went South Carolina. I said, yo, you crazy, bro. Like, not me. You know, but yo, I mean, hey, Stacks, if it can happen, make it happen. You know what I mean?
Stack, it's pressure on you,
know
Stacks.
I mean? But
it's pressure on you. You know why? Because this is not an ordinary day.
Ain't no pressure on me, baby. Yeah, I hit my free throws in the clutch. I ain't worried about that.
Yo, you gotta hit these free throws like this month.
I hit him with the crowd at his apex. I ain't worried about that.
No, but
you ain't doing the Grant Williams Stack?
Because we don't host it. And this is
you ain't doing the Grant Williams Stack?
We hosting the Sweet 16. Come on, man. What better time to come out here? We're hosting the Sweet 16. And I guarantee you it's gonna be a crazy Sweet 16 here. We're gonna host some crazy games out here. So yo, listen, you need to come through, man. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Through, because I'm gonna let it be known.
All right, man. As long as you got that Rocan Pollo ready, I'm here.
Yeah, it's a rubber because if y'all was hosting some, I'll be out there, you know. So listen, man, it is what it is, man.
Stoney, I'm Florida. We host something all the time. Stop it, Stoney. Stop it. That's that main. We in the main lunch out.
That means we in the down every weekend.
Hey, Doe, we in that main lunch hour right now.
I should have got him. I should have got him the glass.
No, but our seriousness. Hopefully, you come through. You know, because I know it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. I know that. So, but if not, we'll
let's
make it happen.
Some summer league.
Yeah. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
I want to do some basketball summer league with the team. We all go out there on the summer league.
The Big Ten joint.
Huh? The
Big Ten joint.
Let's make it to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they still have that. It should be going on for years.
He moved it down to Mandela area.
It's by my old way.
Yep, by the old way. Yep. So it ain't Washington Park no more. It's down there. So he did it.
They should move back to Washington Park because Washington Park look good right now. That look clean up there. You see that joint?
They might move
clean,
back there, but
clean.
And then the next one is the next one.
Stacks, Washington Park right now look clean.
I went by it though. I seen it.
You seen it?
Yeah, I drove. You know. I come back. I got to drive by the spot real quick.
Yo, that Dorchester Roxbury Summer League thing, that was nice, yo. Yeah. We gonna do that this year. Y'all gonna
whatever we need to do.
The vibe is
whatever
nice.
we need to do, I'm on it.
The vibe is nice. And we'll shoot a show from there.
We gotta remember though. We gotta go there.
A lot,
and it's good to support those brothers and sisters out there because at the end of the day, the scene for basketball and stuff, too. I think right now my cousin coaches for the Burke. There's a lot of talent in the city, man.
We need to get all these connections in there, man. We got too many connections not to bring these people into the fray. You know
we have a lot of connections. We have a lot of resources. A lot of historical events, all types of stuff to cover, man. We need to hop on all of that.
Yeah,
this is
you're right. You're right.
With us is cracking the ice. We're cracking the ice on Boston sports from, I don't like to say from the urban perspective, but it's from the urban perspective. This is not cookie cutter. This is how we do it. You know what I mean? And I don't even like to say the hood because the hood is like generalizing and kind of like
it's
you know what it is.
We know what it is, man. At the end of the day, we know what it is. They know what it is.
Put it this way: we're bringing you this from the real guy.
How about this? We say we're bringing it full circle to put emphasis on talent, local talent, and even talent from before who probably never got heard before.
That's what I like.
I mean, not to say they weren't hurt before, but a lot of the cats,
like
and all our brothers, social media and all this wasn't up like that. You know what I mean? So
needs to be told. We talk about
Crooks
a
was
lot
well known without social media.
podcasts,
Imagine with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
and we're
you
going on
know,
a year, guys. We're almost going on our anniversary, but we've been talking on this
Celtics
podcast.
playoffs. That's our
So-
anniversary. Right? When they Celtics playoffs.
Okay,
Yeah. Right. Yep.
but you know, we brought like, well, where was that? I was saying that this whole thing is basically what Doe said, is to highlight our community, our neighborhood, where we're from, Boston, is to highlight Boston on the sports scene because we came up out here playing ball from young kids. We know a lot of guys that played ball and were great talent. Some of them, have stories to tell. I wouldn't even say make it or didn't make it or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's just
Story to tell. So I want them to be able to have a platform and the opportunity, especially from a Boston-based podcast, have the opportunity to come on here and have a story to tell.
and somebody coming up might take that advice and run with it. You know,
Exactly. And here you go.
And
They give a lot of information to the youth out here who's trying to make it in sports. You know what I mean? Help them and guide them. So that's the plan. And I appreciate it. So next part of this thing, man, we're gonna go into a little cultural funny talk real quick. This is Stony drop it. I know though it's reaching on the entertainment side of
Shout
things.
out to
Positive
on the positive.
We're gonna let's go down the line. So y'all see it's Puffy Puff Shady, right? Puff Shady. So it's a Shady.
Hey, yo, I'm about to jump on this flight though. I see y'all manana.
Manana,
man.
we'll see you
Yo,
Sunday.
Safe flight, brother.
Put your seatbelt.
Safe flight. Stack.
Put on your seatbelt and adjust your seat, man, because you're gonna take off.
Word up! Don't forget that main lunch hour starring Stony Crip. Yo, got them interviews coming soon, Beans. Like we talked about it.
Chill,
Yes, and we got an interview coming very soon, guys.
Yo, the main lunch hour. I like that.
That's just coming, though. You know what I mean? How you hit that dance when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl? He hit the John Wall. That's gonna be the segment, the intro.
We got some segments, man. We got some good segments.
I like that.
Main lunch hour is coming.
I like that.
I like
cool.
that.
That's cool.
I like that.
Peace, man. Peace.
Safe, man.
Much love, Stack. Be safe.
So yeah, man.
Do you want me to start? You all are starting? Go ahead, Crip.
Can I start on a positive
Go
note?
ahead.
Get this positive
Go ahead.
out the way
start
real
with
quick.
the positive. Go ahead.
So I read the other day that Nas and his investment group are bringing a casino resort world, because there's a resort world in Vegas. Vegas have a resort world. That same resort world, they want to bring a casino to Queens.
Nice.
Nas' investment group is part of that. So shout out to Nas, the investment group, man.
Nas is doing big things out here.
It's amazing what they're doing, man. They're gonna bring a great
dudes are big time
entity. They bring in great jobs. That's gonna create more jobs. It's gonna create a vibe. And I just wanted to send shout out to Nas and their investment group for being part of that investment group that's going to bring a $5 billion casino development to Queens.
That's cool.
And that's huge. That's
my family's
dope.
neighborhood. Shout out to
That's
Queens.
dope.
Could I add on to that also?
All of them, man. That's a great move. That's a power move. And
what I love
the most about Nas, real quick, he don't even talk about it. We had to dig for that information. He don't even talk about it. He don't make announcements. Nothing. He does his thing, low key, chill, and we just hear about it later, man.
One of my favorite rappers of all time. Shout out to
all time, man. Shout out to them, man.
I want to add on to that same real quick. I want to add some on that same group you're talking about. Also, basically, we're giving out healthcare to all the legends in hip hop. I think they did it for Scarface, Rakim, I believe a few other people.
Nice.
They did some stuff where they built that same group you're talking about, gave health, because people don't realize, and I talked about that in my music business class, how there's really no health, there's no health care, there's no, these legends, a lot of these guys don't have it.
401k.
Shout out to Nas too and that group for doing that and building it. You could read more about that. Just all you have to do is Google Nas healthcare, hip hop, and it will come up. And they're doing big things. I didn't know about the casino, but that's just another feather in that cap. You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
Nice.
That's huge, man. I look at it from creating job standpoint. Yo, don't get me wrong. The whole development is beautiful. It's another spot to hit up.
Sure.
But creating jobs,
yeah,
that's huge, man.
No,
that's
sure.
giving back to the community. You're creating jobs for your hood, your neighborhood, where you grew up, man. That's major, man. Sometimes you gotta look at certain things deeper than what outside looking like. As far as the entertainment.
I like that, man. That's
Agreed.
a big
jobs and man,
that's big. That's big.
That's major.
That's big.
That's major.
I like that. I like that for the culture. Nas is doing big for the culture. He's doing for the that's for the culture, the rap culture. Like you said, taking care of, okay, he's bringing in money and bringing in commerce into the community, bringing jobs into the community by creating a casino, and then two, the health aspect of it. He's taking care of the, like you said, the old guard.
That paved the way for him.
That paved the way for him. He's giving back, and that's a great way to give back. People give back in all kind of ways. This is a perfect way. Healthcare is major for older black man. For old black men, he needs healthcare. Especially if you're a rapper and that's been your that's been your source of income, and maybe things life changing. Those funds ain't there no more. You probably can't afford to have decent insurance to put them in a good situation like that. That's a good thing. I shout Nas out.
And think about
shout out to Nas.
Think about all those old school rappers that had to go through it. That's why these guys now are living it up, because of the sacrifices that a lot of these old artists
go through. Yes, sir.
These old artists were getting jerked out of money, played, getting left for dead. So their sacrifices led to this new wave.
Yes, sir.
How they do business, and that's how it goes with a lot of everything that we're everything that we're loving right now, everything that we're benefiting from. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Everything that we're benefiting from now is from all the sacrifices that people before us was going through. And their sacrifices led to us having a better life. Same thing with these artists. These artists, they was going through it. The business was jerking them and all that stuff. So they sacrifices led to a new business model. A lot of these artists got smarter, got better, owning more of their masters, owning more of their music, getting more out of this music business in terms of benefits and residuals and whatever it is to secure their life, because of
longevity.
These old rappers that had
they were being
artists. I want to say artists had a sacrifice.
They were, but
jerked.
they was being sold a wolf ticket to just be in the limelight. And the glitz and glare. It's just part of the game.
It's just part of the game. It's just what it is.
But luckily luckily that there's guys who saw it, learned from it, like you said, Nas and them. That they watch these guys and now they're gonna pay homage to them. Good thing. Shout out to them. So Doe, what else you got? You said you had something. That was
that was it. That was the healthcare. No, because it was the same invested in the casino. I didn't hear about the casino, but that same group, he got a nice little group that he could put together. I think Steve Stout's involved with Crook. I might be wrong. I think Steve Stout's involved with that.
I think look, I'm gonna come on. I don't like Steve Stout. I don't like Steve Stout because I think he toot his own horn too much. He takes too much credit for a lot of things that a lot of artists worked hard for. Yeah, he was that voice in a lot of these artists' ear, but I think he just takes too much credit for a lot of things that he had no part of. Being a big just being a big reason why these artists got to where they got to. But that's another story for another way. But the thing quickly, the thing is with Nas is that he has a business partner. I don't know his name right now, but that business partner is the reason why Nas invested in a lot of things that we're enjoying right now. Ring, the whole Ring vibe right now with the cameras and all that. That was the guy. That was his business partner that
Put him on.
That put him on about that and told him,
Mhm.
hey, you need to invest in this thing. This thing
Mhm.
is big. This is the next thing right now.
Mhm.
And sure enough, Nas made a lot of money off of that,
Mhm.
off the ring.
Mhm.
And he made a lot of money off of a lot of other investments
Yep.
that partner was talking to him about.
Right.
Steve Stout put him on some things as well. You know, don't get me wrong, but I think when you're that partner, when you're that protege, you shouldn't be taking so much credit for things that the artist or whoever that you're schooling already put a lot of work in. You know, they already put in a lot of work in. I know you came and told him about different things, but I just feel like he just takes too much credit, and he likes that. He likes to be like that guy.
He might be a culture vulture.
Right.
You never know.
Right.
But don't want to say, but he might be a culture vulture. You might.
Nas is pop. Shout out to Nas. I forgot.
I'll keep it 100. Like I know
name.
what you're probably saying. Like he probably just taking a lot of credit for.
Yeah, he ain't the most like guy in hip hop. I'll tell you that.
Because he's funny like that. That's the thing. He's like, if you watch a lot of his interviews, just watch his interviews and stuff like that. He likes to,
Yeah,
he
we'll
likes
get into that after. I got some stories about that too. We could talk about that another time. I agree with you actually.
But so the last thing, man, just you know, let's wrap it up real quick. Puffy's in trouble.
It's over.
It's over. You know, his conglomerate might be taking a hit. Due to all the allegations that are out there. Now you have men that's coming out saying that Puffy is inappropriate. He's an inappropriate person. He likes to touch and put people's in compromise situations. No, this is what they're saying. I'm not. This isn't
compromise. The reason why I'm laughing because let's keep it 100, right? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it ain't. Are you surprised by that? Like,
no.
There was already stuff going on.
I'm not surprised that a lot of shit's coming around.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not.
You know, but the names that are being, you know, I'm surprised about the names.
Okay.
Okay. Some of the names that's being drug underneath there. You know, I don't want to throw nobody's names out there.
I can't. Me personally, I can't. That.
You know what I mean? I don't. It's allegedly, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. But I hear what you're saying.
They got some big time names out there.
Yeah.
You know, big time names, and then they got you know, actors and people who are going through things that's pointing fingers to. It's like it's you know, former producers who claim that he forced them to be with nasty girls. Like, you know,
a lot of people got promised things.
You know what I mean? Like how a producer, though, you know, you in the music game and you sit around studios more than
of course.
I've never really sat around probably maybe 1 or 2 studios in my life. I've been in 1 or 2. And you know, man, if a producer now is coming to say that, this dude forced me to do how you want to say it?
Inappropriate. I'm gonna go back to what Crook said.
Inappropriate type of people, and some of that inappropriateness he tried to involve himself too.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna go back to what Crook said. This is important.
Predator.
This is important. This is important. This is very.
His agenda wasn't right.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you like Crook said, this is my opinion, and I'm being honest with you. I've been in a lot of spots. I've been around some known people, not him, obviously, but Crook made a great point. What were you promised? So that's the thing, and a lot of these things are alleged, let's just say, but when you promise certain things and they don't come to fruition, mud starts to get slung. You know what I'm saying? Crook said it himself just now. What did he get promised? And I gotta say, me personally, I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of these names, I don't feel comfortable saying it. Not because I'm an artist either, just because things need to really be. I can't go to a blogger for my information. I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't, bro. Like
you hit it right on the nose. It got to be factual.
It got to be solid, man. Redacted names and the lady that dated this guy and all that. That's too vague. Because you playing with people's character, bro. You playing with people's character, man. You know.
No, it's messy news. It's out there. It's messy news. It's in the all over social media. You know, that's what social media thrives on. But you know, me personally, I don't want to mention these names because,
you don't know.
It's not facts.
It's not facts.
And a lot of a lot of things that were done in the darkness is coming to light right now.
Yeah.
True. Reap what you sow.
True.
That bad energy that you throw out is gonna come back to you.
Yes.
Yes. You know, it sounds like a lot of things were done, and allegedly a lot of people was treated bad, treated like shit.
Yep.
And you see all the artists that was on his catalog, a lot of them passed away, and a lot of them were bad. And like a lot of that bad energy is coming back, because right now we should talk about him like we're talking about Nas opening up a casino, Jay-Z when he brought the Nets to Brooklyn, you know, A-Rod doing this, you know, all these high level people taking it to that next level. That's what we should be talking to him about. He should be on that next level,
right?
Creating jobs.
And we had this conversation offline, and that's what both of us saying. At the end of the day,
like
Puff should be amongst the great names being talked about, like doing things. No, but just an ownership group or whatever, just doing great things for the community
back
and giving back based off this rap game. You got rich off of making hooks and remixing people's stuff, and you became a multi-billionaire. And off of
Ciroc vodka,
and so just period.
It just
you know
started
from
that,
rap.
To
it
me,
just started from rap. He took the boom bap. He took the boom bap and became a billionaire. So for now his name to be Messi, But like like you said, and I'm with you on it. I am not surprised about none of this crap.
No. I just feel like me personally, and what I don't like about it is not because I'm a fan of any artist that's attached to him in particular. I'm just saying, and that could be true also. Alleged. I'm not saying it's not true or false, whatever. All I'm saying is when it comes to the people that are being dragged into this, I'm not saying they're innocent. All I'm saying is I need to, if we're gonna assassinate these people, man, you have to have proof. I can't do the.
But those people, it's already over for them. Like it's already.
Oh no, for sure. No, Crook. No, I'm not saying it ain't. No, you're right.
It's a wrap already.
You're 100% right. But this is the problem I have, though. This is the problem I have. Well, one of them, no. One of them, I don't think it's over for him because he's doing tours and going on tours and all that. I don't have to.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, but
he ain't over for him. He's not over for him. But the other people involved that were already on the fringe of their downside of their music career, they might be over for them. But that being said, I just don't like when people have agendas against people and they're using the Puff situation.
Yep.
To get dragged down. But being from the hood, you already know when you hang around with, when you hang around certain people, you could catch them strays. You know that, Crook Beans. We know that. I'm not saying I feel bad for it. I'm just saying it's unfortunate.
That's the same.
That's the same, man.
You hang around barbershop.
Yo, it's the company you keep, though. Truthfully.
You know what it is too? It's so funny because a lot of people out here talking about masculine. You got this dude. And I'm one of them people. I'm not the biggest person. I'm not saying men shouldn't cry. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. Certain things I'm just like, damn, I don't remember it being like that when I was growing up. I'm not trying to say I'm the toughest guy in the world, but a lot of these guys are super thug, man, and they out here claiming to be that and sleeping with men. And I'm not saying that don't make you tough. I'm just saying that's crazy, and you got to defend yourself on that.
It's the persona, man.
The persona, there you go. That's what it is.
But
they come out with the persona, and
that's what it is, Beans. The persona. That's a good point.
They put the persona out there towards us to make us, and that's what gets some of these kids all messed up in the game.
Yeah, because they feel like they're gonna be Superman out here.
But let me tell you something, though, right? Right? When you're a person in a certain position in life, right, and you create that positive energy, you create those opportunities, you do those great things, you make those sacrifices, because when you get in that position where you can make a difference in somebody's life, man, it's your duty, man, to give back. Because there was a point in life where you was down,
Yes.
And you know how it is to be down. You know how it is to be in a situation where you're struggling, you're vulnerable. Yep. And you get in that position where you can make a difference in somebody's life, man. Let me tell you, man, you do that, you give that positive energy, man. That is so, I believe in that so much. You give out that positive energy, it's gonna come back to you. You give out negative energy, I don't care who you are. You give out that negative energy, it's gonna come right back to you. God don't like ugly.
Especially if you do, but listen, especially if you, but listen, especially if
how successful you are, God doesn't.
Especially if you're accused of being a predator. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you're accused of being a. People don't realize when you accuse of some of the stuff he's accused of. Do you realize a lot of people that get in those situations, the mental health toll it takes on someone that their minds will just be dead. Some people that get in those situations wish they were dead. Plain and simple. You being drugged, or I'm not saying this is alleged now. I'm just going by what they're saying. I'm not saying he's guilty of all this. I'm saying though, forcing sexual acts men on men. Yo, that's crazy. Imagine waking up somewhere and not and yeah, you put yourself in a position as far as drinking and doing whatever you did. But you shouldn't be waking up feeling like violated like that as a man or woman. Let's just keep it real.
That's some old.
Imagine that though, waking up, man, and you're like, "What did I do?" And then you gotta live with that.
If you ever watch,
that's insanity, bro. That's insanity.
Hold up, real quick. You ever watch Spartacus? Did you ever watch Spartacus?
A while ago? Yeah, the original one.
No, the one that was on like one of them. It was the cable thing that was.
You said Spartacus.
Spartacus, the TV show. It was like a TV show, a series.
Okay, but I seen the original movie back in the day.
You watch the series, man.
Okay, I gotta watch the series. Okay,
and you see the perversion that came out of the Roman times.
Oh yeah,
horrible. So
nasty
when you
work.
think about when you think about what we're talking about, you know, it's the same content,
right?
You know, it's like, you know, he's Caesar, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I can force and have people. Just think about if you watch Spartacus, you would watch Spartacus. If you ever watch that TV show, and this is just for the culture.
You know, I don't have to because I know that time period.
The head of the head of the house, or the dude who was the leading or whatever, he would sit back and have people do all kind of
Caligula,
like do all kind of stuff.
Once again, what Crook said. What do you promise? What do you promise? Listen, listen. You heard the album, right? Y'all heard the album. I'm not trying to promote my album, but you heard the album. I have a song called "Soldier Soul," right? And I say it in that song. What are you willing to do? Now, listen. I've never been offered $1 million, but I was offered money. I was offered things, but not on. You know, I'm just keeping it real. Not like, here's money. Go do. Here's $1 million. I'm signing you to a true record deal. It's how you carry yourself, Crook and Beans, right? Like at the end of the day, you guys know me. You grew up with me, man. I carry myself a certain way. So I'm not gonna. I respect like my girl. I respect my family. I'm not gonna sell my soul for a record deal, even if I was already in the industry, to get up ahead. Because for me, I gotta wake up in the morning. I feel as though like I earned it. At the end of the day, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. You could, you know, and maybe that's not why I'm out. Maybe I'm not talented enough. But my point is, I've been in situations, I've been in parties, I've been in studios where I've seen people sell their soul for a demo deal. A demo deal is when you actually get money just to make a demo to get signed. People don't realize that. There's that. I don't know if they do it as much anymore, but I've seen people sell their soul, not actually sleep with the engineer. I'm not talking about no crazy stuff like that. There's other ways to sell your soul. And that's when Crook said that earlier about what was promised. It rang a bell with me because a lot of these cats were low-end cats that were promised a lot from certain producers. I'm not going to mention my name, and they didn't get it. And they were forced to do things. And it's real. And I'm not saying, like I said, I can't mention names because I'm not going to get into that. But I know a lot, not just him. There's a lot of guys out there that promise people things. Look, homeboy that's doing life right now with Sparkle and Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hit a man when he's down, but look what happened with him.
And look at all, and don't mean to cut you off. Look at everybody that was under his umbrella.
Exactly. Right.
And that says something. It says something.
No, it does. It does. When that dude, when homeboy went to jail, G-Dep, he killed someone back in the day. He was all dusted up.
He could have gone
He
away.
turned himself in. He's out now. Praise him. People were mad at him for doing that, but people, if you never ran around with demons like that, with substance misuse and just mental health, you wouldn't know. We all have it. Don't get me wrong, but everybody's on a different level with that. When you have substance abuse, when you really down bad, right? He called this crook. He said this was gonna happen.
I know, but look at that. What happened with that situation?
No, I know.
Look what happened with that. He wasn't a healthy environment.
You're right. 100%.
He was with Bad Boy. He was with Bad Boy.
Yep.
These demons. Is there anybody in the Bad Boy department?
No.
Helping him?
No.
You know,
and that's what he said, by the way. I'm only going by what he said.
Institution.
Right.
You develop people.
Yep.
You help people. He wasn't getting that because it was toxic.
It depends on
that was
it
a
depends
toxic
on the label. It depends on the label you're working for.
Yo, listen, that label is, to me, I'm gonna straight out and say it. That to me, it has to be the worst label in terms of health.
Yeah, I agree. For what
history for what has to be.
No, I agree. No, why I agree with that though? It's for what you put out. As far as content, forget even the sexual stuff. What you put out as far as content and the buyback of, what he did to Danny Kane, what he did to Mace, what he did to a lot of these rappers where they didn't get no money. I'm sorry, that's a fact, man. I'm not trying to knock him down. I'm just talking about that part. I'm not even talking about the other allegations against this gentleman. I'm talking about the part where the payout was not good. Let's keep it 100, and that's public record. That's not speculation.
Yeah.
It's sad, but that's why it's coming back to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, the energy that you put out, and I truly believe this, and I'm gonna die by this. I'm gonna live by this all my life. The energy you put out is gonna come back to you. Always remember that. That is so true. I don't care who you are. I don't care how rich you are. The energy that you put out is gonna come right back to you.
Hey,
it may come back to you next year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, but it's gonna come back to you.
Let's say this though. I agree with you 100%. And the thing is, we all have our days. We all have our days with that glow ain't coming out how we want to. But if you consistently stay yourself on that right side of energy and stay away from that left side of energy, I believe that too. Because we got to preface that by saying sometimes we might be in our everyday lives, things might pump off on us that we don't mean to be that way, but we got to understand, like, as long as you running a clean ship, more, let's put it this way, if there's 50%, as long as you're running that clean 70 to 80 in that 20, then you're going to be okay. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But when you've been in that industry that long and you always had, no one has ever said no to you, I'm not making excuses for that, gentleman, but when no one's ever said no to you, you're going to imagine that you're bulletproof.
That's true.
And once that lady went against him, and you know how that all started now, from what I heard, if he just left her alone and let her live her life at home, I don't think it would have got there. But he kept probing that. And that's when,
look,
the
things that
I'm not saying that's,
I do that. I'm not shocked that came out, but my thing is, if one of those making the band members didn't walk to Brooklyn and get that cheesecake, if one of them would have made a stand like, fuck that, I ain't going to Brooklyn to get no. If one of them would have did that, they would have been very successful.
Yeah.
And they would have been known by
but behind the scenes, what do you think they were promised though? Forget on camera, behind the scenes.
No doubt. But sometimes if you hear all these
integrity,
sometimes people do things off script.
I'm not doing that. I don't care. No, I'm not doing that because look at
people got that heart to do shit off script, and that's what propels.
Yeah, that I don't know. My ego's too big for that.
It is. People do shit off script. Like,
yeah. That's something that you would not normally do.
That you normally do, but they didn't know that then.
But to compromise your integrity, just like Doe said, he's not compromising his integrity for nothing. I wouldn't do the same way. I'm that type of person.
You would have walked to. I'm saying in terms of walking. I'm just saying walking.
I probably would have got kicked off the show already.
Yeah, because he wasn't.
I wouldn't have walked to Brooklyn. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
That's why.
We agreeing on that.
And
We're
I
agreeing
think,
on
and
that.
yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry.
I would have got. I would have
No,
got.
we agreeing on that. I'm not doing that.
Walking
That-
to Brooklyn from Manhattan.
And that would have paid off years later. Then it would at that point it wouldn't have paid off. But you know something, somebody would have recognized that shit. They would have recognized that one person that didn't walk to get the cheesecake, and that one person would have gotten. They would have gotten commemorated.
Yeah,
They would have had interviews.
Yeah,
like, what made you do that?
Yeah.
What made you decide that?
They
And
would
who
have got
knows
looked
how
at
many doors would open?
They would have got looked at differently.
And that's
right, because
the
you didn't.
difference.
You didn't.
And you remember, people were doubting that at the time.
Because their careers were doomed.
People was doubting that
At the time. People were doubting that.
Careers were doomed when they took that walk to Brooklyn. People don't
No,
understand.
you're right.
Their careers were doomed.
I believe that
because of the business they was in and the business of hip hop. It's your rep is everything.
It's true.
You're trying to make music and you're trying to portray. People are always gonna look back at it like, oh,
no, it's true. You're a bozo. Yeah.
You didn't walk to Brooklyn.
You was a herb. You walked to Brooklyn.
Yeah, you a herb. Bozo time. No, I agree with that.
Shit.
Yep.
Clown show.
Their careers in the beginning,
and they had nice talent on that thing.
Nice talent. So he was evil.
Chopper.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah,
it's just bad. That's why
I can't disagree with any of that, man. Seriously,
I cannot because
he
damaged a lot.
Listen,
of lives,
with that being said, man, yo guys, hit us up, man. Parlay with us, man. We're parlaying right now, talking about the culture and the music. You know, as you can see in the title, I put Puff Shady. That means Puffy's shady. He got some shady stuff going on in his life right now. Hopefully, not saying hopefully, but for him and his family's sake, he better get it together. I got no stake in this show or in that whatever in that show. But with that being said, man, I want to hit you guys with one more last. Please, man, like and subscribe for the show. Parlay with us. Hit the thumbs up button. Let your friends know. Share it on all the different platforms. We do appreciate it. The like button and the subscribe button cost nothing, guys. Once again, this does not cost you guys anything to like and subscribe, and it helps our channel it's tremendously. It tremendously helps with the algorithm. So with that being said, it was another good show, guys. We enjoyed it. I know Stacks had to jump on that flight to head back to Tampa. He's on his way back home. I know he's probably dying to get back to his crib. He's been up here talking about it's freezing. It's cold.
It's nice.
And and I think the weather was pretty decent today.
His blood's too warm
yesterday
right
it was raining. I was up in New Hampshire and it was raining up there. Cats and dogs all day up there. So yeah, I appreciate you. Stoney came through.
Likewise.
This is
I'm next. Don't worry, Beans. I'm up there. I'm gonna call you this week. I'm gonna give you a definite date. If not next Sunday, the Sunday after, 100%.
Yeah, we probably try to come through. We all try to do a three-way show. We do it all here. I want to say, enough respect to everybody who helped me out with this show. You guys, the whole team. Shout out to my nephew. He made me this banner out straight from Trinidad and Tobago. My nephew Teeb. He sent this to me. When my dad came back up. So I appreciate it. Thanks for the little band. Thanks for the banner for the new section of my studio, my basement studio. And hopefully you guys will get more shows out of this little area. I'll be actually doing more work to make it a little bit more exciting down here. So with that being said, it is Parlay with us. Please join us next Sunday. I would say we might be on a 7 o'clock schedule going forward. We did start late today with technical difficulties. But next Sunday, 7 o'clock, Parlay with us. Me, Mr. Bean, Stony Cook, Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe. We're coming to you guys live. We're bringing you that content. The best picks of the week that we got for our games. That's on mind. And we tell you what's going on in sports and culture. So with that being said, hasta mañana. I will talk to you guys later. Yo, Doe, we'll talk. We'll catch up. We'll have a little meeting. I told Stacks that we're going to have a meeting this week because we got an interview coming up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we got an interview in a couple of weeks with someone, an entrepreneur and a former athlete. So with that being said, tune in for that, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break you.